Welcome. We are doing a quick look at how we can make a Tusk joint, which is, um, let's get a better view of that. Piece that can fit together and have a little peg that slides in to hold everything together with no glue. So let's have a look. All right. Let's start with a rectangle. I'm going to make my rectangle 5 inches long, and actually I don't want that to be that big. I want that to be 3 inches long. I'm going to go with 1 inch tall and 3 inches long. All right, we're in business. Now I'm going to think about these corners that I want to cut off to be able to make these kind of shapes so they fit inside each other. So I'm wanting this one to be 0.75 long, and I want this one to be 1/8 right there. All right. And I'm also going to give this some axis of symmetry so I can reflect it in a moment. So that's the center line of this piece. Turning that into construction there. I'm moving fast. Feel free to stop me and do what I'm doing in the video. Oops. As I do it here. So we're going to try that mirror again, selecting our mirror line first, and then the objects we want to be mirrored. Then we're going to come in here and trim away the fat of the parts we don't want. That looks pretty good. We'll get rid of that too while we're at it. And then we'll trim around, trim. All right. Now we are going to make a center point rectangle that's on this line, and I'm going to have this be the thickness of my material, which is 3/16, and I'm going to have it also 3/16. It's a little square, and that's that size. I'm just moving these so I can see things a little better, clean it up. Then I want to dimension this line, how far it is away from this line. And this, again, needs to be the thickness of the material because the other piece will be sitting right in here. So now I have the peg that's going to fit in the notch. And now, over here, let's imagine we're making whatever it's going to fit in. So we'll make some rectangle. It's going to slide inside this one. And this needs to be the same size as this one, which is 3/16 wide and 0.75 in the other direction. So then this is going to slide into this, and then we're now going to make a little peg that's going to fit in that hole. So again, let's make a rectangle. I'm going to make a normal rectangle this time, and I want that to be, I'm going to kind of estimate some numbers. I want that to be 0.5. You can change these and play with these a little bit. And then this one in this direction should be 3/16. That's the thickness. And if I had it this size, it's going to slide all the way through that hole. So I want it to slide in, but I don't want it to easily come out. So I want it to kind of wedge and get stuck in there. So how we're going to do that, let's zoom in there. And we're going to just make a little triangle up here. Not too big a triangle, maybe like that. And I want it to start maybe the center point, maybe a little further over here, maybe like this, so that it wedges in there as this side gets started sliding into the notch there. I'm estimating my numbers. I don't know if this works or not. You get to also estimate your numbers and see what works for you. So now I have my 3 pieces that can be laser cut, and let's see if I can get my little example ready here for you to look at. Mine is a little more complex. My example here has some extra pieces on it because I was playing around, but it will look the same for you here. So here is our piece. I have a double here. This is our other piece. Again, you have only 1 notch in the design we just did. And those are going to slide together like so. And making sure that our thickness here was the same distance for where our square started. Then we have our little peg that slides in there. There we go. You can play around with this and make cool little puzzles and whatever you like here. Design some cool things. Enjoy.